You think you know our world? Spoiler alert, you don't. Every single country is hiding a bizarre secret you've never been told. From a plant brought back to life after 32,000 years in the Russian ice, to a pyramid in Mexico that makes the ones in Egypt look small, to a country where the national dish is a giant frog known as the mountain chicken. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the single most shocking fact about every country on Earth. Let's get started in Argentina. While it's famous for tango and steak, Argentina has a much brainier claim to fame. It has the highest number of psychologists per capita in the world. Next, let's hop over to Australia. You know it for its unique wildlife, but it's a man-made structure that's truly mind-boggling. It's home to the Dingo Fence, which, at over 5,600 kilometers, is the longest fence in the world, built just to keep dingoes out of the fertile southeast part of the country. Meanwhile, in tropical Bangladesh, you wouldn't expect the cold to be an issue. But the lowest temperature ever recorded, there was a surprisingly chilly 2.6 degrees Celsius. Just next door is Bhutan, a kingdom nestled in the Himalayas. It isn't just mountainous, it is the most mountainous country on the planet, with a staggering 98.8% of its land covered in mountains. Over in Europe, we find Bosnia and Herzegovina. Forget Germany's Black Forest. This nation is home to one of the last remaining primeval forests in Europe. The Peruchica Forest is a protected site where nature has been left untouched for thousands of years. In southern Africa, Botswana isn't just rich in wildlife, it's rich in treasure. It is the world's largest producer of diamonds by value, making it a true gem of the continent. Let's head to South America, to Brazil. While Rio's carnival is famous, the real shock is its capital, Brasilia. The entire futuristic city was planned and developed in just 41 months, from 1956 to 1960. And what about Canada? You might know it's big, but you probably can't fathom how much water it holds. Canada has more lakes than every other country in the world, combined. Now for one of the most mind-bending facts on this list. In China, a country that is almost as wide as the continental United States, there is only one official time zone. That means when it's sunrise in the east, it's still the middle of the night in the far west. Meanwhile, in Colombia, they have a singular focus that makes them world beaters. The country produces between 70% and 90% of the entire world's emeralds, making it the undisputed king of the precious green gemstone. Just a short flight away is Costa Rica, a paradise of biodiversity with a radical idea. In 1949, after a brief civil war, the country completely abolished its military. Those funds were then redirected to education, healthcare, and the environment. Over to Croatia, the country that gave the business world its most enduring accessory. The modern necktie actually originated from Croatian mercenaries who served in France in the 17th century. Have you ever heard of an island with more cats than people? Welcome to Cyprus. It's estimated there are 1.5 million cats on the island, compared to just 1.2 million humans. In the heart of Africa, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is home to a terrifying natural wonder. The world's largest lava lake, located in the crater of Mount Nyiragongo. We're flying through the world's strangest secrets, but we're not even halfway done. If your mind is blown, do us a solid and hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep digging for these hidden facts, and trust me, they only get weirder from here. Alright, back to it. Let's go to Ethiopia, a country that literally lives in a different time. It operates on its own calendar, which is about 7 to 8 years behind the Gregorian calendar we all use, and it has 13 months. Next up is Finland. The Finns' love for saunas is no joke. With a population of 5.5 million people, there are over 3 million saunas in the country. That's more than one sauna for every 2 people. In France, a country that prides itself on its culinary history, you can legally marry a dead person. It's a real process known as posthumous marriage, and it's been part of French law since the 1800s. And if that's not wild enough, France also holds the record for the most Nobel Prizes in literature, with 16 winners. How about Iceland? A land of fire and ice, but surprisingly, no mosquitoes. The unique climate and chemical composition of its water and soil make it an uninhabitable place for them to breed. Next is India, a nation of incredible scale. It is home to the world's only floating post office, located on Dal Lake in Srinagar. Jumping over to Japan, an island nation sitting on the volatile Ring of Fire. This means it experiences an incredible 20% of the world's earthquakes with a magnitude of 6.0 or higher every single year. Have you ever wondered if a country could be in every hemisphere? Well, one does. The island nation of Kiribati is the only country on Earth that has territory in all 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western. In Liechtenstein, one of the world's smallest countries, the army once went to war and came back with more men than they left with. In 1868, they sent out 80 soldiers who, after seeing no combat, befriended an Italian man on their way home, bringing their total to 81. Meanwhile, in Malawi, the biodiversity of its Great Lake is staggering. Lake Malawi contains more species of fish than any other lake in the entire world, with estimates ranging from 700 to over 1,000 different species. Then there's Mexico. Everyone knows about Egypt's pyramids, but the largest pyramid in the world by volume is actually the Great Pyramid of Cholula. It's so massive it's hidden under a mountain, with a church sitting right on top. In the tiny nation of Monaco, the famous Monte Carlo casino is a global icon of wealth and gambling. But here's the secret. Citizens of Monaco are legally forbidden from entering the casino's gaming rooms. Let's ride over to Mongolia. This vast, sparsely populated nation is often called the land of the blue sky. It's a place where livestock vastly outnumbers people, and the capital, Ulaanbaatar, is the coldest capital city in the world. About half of the country's population lives there. The Netherlands is famously low-lying, but the scale of it is hard to comprehend. A full 26% of the country is located below sea level, with another 29% being highly susceptible to flooding. Over in New Zealand, you'll find the clearest lake in the world. Blue Lake, in Nelson Lakes National Park, has underwater visibility of up to 80 meters, which is considered almost as clear as distilled water. In one of the most isolated countries in the world, North Korea, the government claims a 100% literacy rate for its citizens. Next up, Norway. A penguin in the King's Guard of Norway has been knighted. Yes, Sir Nils Olav III is a knight and a brigadier, and he gets promoted every few years when the Guard visits the Edinburgh Zoo. Let's go to Papua New Guinea. This is a country with such incredible cultural diversity that until relatively recently, some of its people were still using seashells as official currency when Hitler rose to power in Germany. Deep in the Siberian permafrost of Russia, scientists discovered the 32,000-year-old tissue of a narrow-leafed campion plant. Incredibly, in a move straight out of science fiction, they were able to regenerate a living, flowering plant from it. Next up, Saudi Arabia. It's a kingdom larger than Western Europe, but it contains not a single permanent, naturally flowing river. Meanwhile, in Spain, you can dine in a restaurant that has been open for nearly 300 years. Restaurante Botín, founded in Madrid in 1725, is recognized by Guinness World Records as the oldest continuously operating restaurant in the world. As a bonus fact, Spain's national anthem, the Marcha Real, has no official lyrics. Sweden is not just a land of forests and lakes, but islands. It has the most islands of any country in the world, with an astonishing 267,570 of them. In Switzerland, a country known for its neutrality, there's a law that requires every citizen to have access to a nuclear fallout shelter. The country has enough bunker space to house its entire population, moving to the United States. Despite its global influence, the U.S. has no official language at the federal level. English is the de facto language, but it's not legally mandated. And finally, to the smallest country in the world, Vatican City. It holds the record for the highest percentage of art per capita, making it perhaps the most artistically dense sovereign state on Earth. And we've barely scratched the surface. From ancient plants coming back to life to islands run by cats, the world is so much weirder and more wonderful than you can imagine. Which country's fact blew your mind the most? Drop a comment below and let us know. Thanks for joining us on this rapid-fire world tour. And if you want to keep uncovering the secrets of our world, don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next journey.